Well, hey friends, it is Mule Tip Tuesday. I'm out here hanging out with little Nifty. I don't need you to eat me. Chewing on me, chewing on everything. Hope you're having the best day ever, wherever you are. It's April now, but it's snowing. Here we go. So much for springtime, right? But that's okay, because we need the moisture here. So I had a great question come in from Shannon Agard, who is actually one of our clinic hosts, and she asked about trailer loading and trailerling, specifically on these babies, these youngsters. When do I start trailering them? When do I start? You want the phone? She wants to run the film here. When to start trailering them and how I go about doing that, some things I need. And so I thought I'd talk about that real quick. Number one, these guys need to be real comfortable with leading on a loose rein. This is probably the top one, because if they can't lead on a loose rein, if they're hanging on that rein all the time, then what are you doing? Then they're gonna have issues, right? Loading, you're gonna have issues being tied in the trailer, if you tie in the trailer, all the things. So you got to get them leading on a slack rein. They got to be broke to lead. They got to be handy. Obviously, they got to be mentally comfortable loading up in the trailer, because if they're not mentally comfortable just loading in the trailer, how are they going to be mentally comfortable being hauled? So I work on that a lot. And I start playing with that, like when she's coming to here, this youngster. She's still a year old, I guess, but she's coming to. And of course, the people we got her from, they did a great job of, they already played with loading her in the trailer before she was even weaned. They did that, and so that was helpful. But she's been hauled already, as a youngster, and I've taken her on little rides up the canyon. It's just close, but I've done a lot of that. Something that I come across a lot is people that are really anxious about hauling their animals, and anxious about letting them be in the trailer. At our clinics, a lot of times we'll get there and we'll be set up, and people will be rolling in there, and people get to the clinic and they want to unload their mules as fast as they can. They want to get them out. Well, I understand, and I get like that too a lot of times. But my mules need to be totally cool if I pulled up and I didn't unload them for an hour or two. I mean, my mules are going to be in the trailer a lot in their life. It's just, being in the trailer is just part of life, right? So it's pretty helpful if I can, before I go on those big trips, like with my babies. That's my glove. Thank you. Before I go on those trips with my babies, that they have a lot of practice actually standing in the trailer. So a big part of the work I do is I'll load them up in the trailer with their other friends. They're with other animals, and we spend time just being tied in the trailer. Like, it's just going to be part of life here at the house. We do that. I trailer them as often as I can, but standing tied in the trailer is going to be part of life. Whether I'm going out to a trail, going to go for a trail ride, especially when I get to help my friends and stuff at these different ranches. There'll be times we pull up there at the ranch and we don't unload, because we don't know exactly what we're going to be unloading. We pull off and scouting for cows or whatever, and they're going to be in that trailer a lot. They're going to have to stand tight a lot. I mean, I know so many people that can't even pull over on their drive. They can't even pull over to go get some food, or they're stressed about getting fuel. They hurry as fast as they can, not because they're in a hurry to get somewhere, but because they are anxious about leaving their mule tied up. So like this little thing, she's hanging out here with me tied up, and she's really annoying. She wants to nibble and eat everything in life, but she's gonna have to be tied up here. It's just gonna be part of life to be tied up. And so that's another big prerequisite is standing tied, and having them pretty patient standing tied there. But you see, like this little gal, we need more work at just hanging out right here. She's gonna eat my lead rope now. These babies are fun. They can be annoying. They're stuff to work out. Everybody thinks, oh, they're Ty Evans's mules, they gotta be perfect. No, they're not. They're learning. They're learning too. They're learning too. She'll be good. When you guys see her going down the road, she'll be great. Anyways, that's some tips for you on the trailer loading. Work on that. Work on loading them in the trailer. Get them comfortable leading up in there. Get them comfortable standing in the trailer. And then go haul them. Go places. Go do stuff. Take them to work with you. I gave one of my students that suggestion this morning on a Zoom call. One of my master class students. I have these coaching students. You guys know that. I got these students that I have in my coaching program. Whatever. And she was talking about this, and I said, why don't you, and she's got horses. I said, load up your horses and take them to work with you. You know, she's got an 8 to 10 hour day at work every day. Hey, that's awesome. My mules are going to be loaded in the trailer 8 to 10 hours. In fact, they're going to be in the trailer 8 hours tomorrow driving up to Idaho. And it's just part of life. So it's nothing. It's a piece of cake day for them to be loaded up and stand at work while you're at work. No big deal, especially if it's a cooler time of year. It's tougher. I wouldn't recommend that when it gets real hot, you know. I wouldn't do that in the summer, no doubt. But while it's wintertime like this and cold, oh, you bet, load them up, take them to work with you. That's better than hanging out in the break room with everybody else. Go out and hang out with your mules at your lunch break. So anyways, there's just some thoughts about trailering and trailer loading and some stuff like that. Go do it. Get them good. That's just part of life for every mule. They need to know how to do that. So thanks for tuning in, guys. God bless you, and we'll see you down the road.